that. And she swallowed it. That is a monster. Well, I got a deer. That's about all I can say. Just got back and I haven't got it yet. I just got it hanging. My daughter helped me hang it. Went and grabbed it. Basically, I got done hunting. I just seen that one buck and he was too far to shoot. Couldn't even have a shot. And when I went to leave, driving down the road, and in one of our patches of timber that's right off the road, I seen a deer. I jumped out, got it in the ditch, and got a shot off at it. Well, when it's just by itself, gee, thanks, cat. When it's just by itself, it's hard to tell how big it is. And this deer is about the size of a large dog. I think I shot the spots off of it. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna get started on skinning it and gutting it since it's fresh. That's why I didn't gut it out in the field. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get a chance to get on camera. I was just trying to go quick, and this is the last day. So I was just in a hurry to try to get this done, and I'm just thankful to have a deer. I have plenty of ground meat at home from last year still to make all my special snack sticks, summer sausage. So a lot of this deer I'm going to try to make into steaks and stuff that, you know, whole muscle meat that I can cut up. This might be the only deer I get this year, so we'll see. I'm running out of stuff to make into jerky, so I'll see how far I can make this deer go. I bet you I'll probably get around 30 to 40 pounds of clean meat off this deer. So, but we're gonna skin it first, then I'll gut it and quarter it out in the cooler, and then when I get home is when I usually debone all the meat. So I'll get started here in a second. Alright, so I sent my daughter inside. It's cold. It's a little over 20 degrees right now. But I'm going to let you guys watch me skin and quarter out this deer. Basically what I have, I use a Harbor Freight pulley system. It's pretty cheap. You can get it for like 15 bucks or so. Works really good. I used it all last year. I cleaned like 5 deer with it, maybe 6. Got a cooler set out, so when I quarter out the deer, all the meat goes into the cooler. And then I've also got a bucket for the gut pile because I'm going to be gutting it while it's hanging. Whenever I can shoot a deer and I know I got a good shot on it and it's not a gut shot, if I can get it up to the house pretty quick, I'll save it for gutting at the house. It goes a lot easier that way. So I might be a little bit rusty. Hang in there with me and we'll do this together. Got my trusty little buck 110. So I already, to start before I even hang the deer, cut the back legs and front legs off. That helps with skinning, makes it a lot easier. Make sure you do it behind where you have to cut to hang the deer. There's the tendons in the back leg above the joint, so make sure you cut above it. Get cats. All right, let's get started here. Oh man, that wind is cold. I like to start on the back legs. There's lots of different methods to skin a deer. I'm not the best at cleaning deer. I'm no professional by any means. I do a lot of deer, but I try to perfect it and get faster. I've never gotten really fast at it, but usually I can skin and quarter a deer out in about an hour. Sometimes on the first deer of the year it doesn't go that quick though, but we'll see. Alright, so I like to get started. Try to keep the hair off of it. Bring this down a little closer to me so it's more manageable. There we go. Now I can see it. Okay, we'll raise it up as we go. Bolt, get you. You my deer, no. It's the only deer I got this year. So far. Started now. Sometimes that takes a little bit. And like I said, I'm not the perfect deer cleaner in the world. I've been doing it for quite a while, but never did get fast. Alright, so most of it, especially when they're this fresh, you can pull without having to do much. Pull down around its tail. There's the intestine. I'll cut that, let that hang, because we'll pull that through when we got it. On the tail, you just find the joint right at the base, and it comes right off. Alright, so get a hold of it. We'll just start pulling down. The nice thing about this system is when it works, you can change the height of the deer to help you work on it, or twist it up, that's why. Okay, spin. Twist it up. It'll happen again. You can raise and lower that deer as you need and have leverage work with you. Now, like I said, since we pre-cut the legs, especially the front, watch that. We're able to, don't want it time here. You get the hide down there where the front leg is. Oh. I'll wash my hand off. I got hair on it pretty good. A jug of water always helps. Get your hand in there and it strips it right down the leg. No mess. Another one. Oh man, is it chilly. Granted, I've cleaned deer colder than this before. Let's go up some more. Now we gotta get around its head, go as far down his neck as we can. A little bit of meat to cut here on the side of the neck. Whew. That's cold. Alright. I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh. need to make a hole in the hide if you don't want to save it. Use that as a handle if it works. Oh. Split it so I release some of the pressure. Alright. When you're at the base of the head, you can take and cut it off with hide. Got a nice little bone saw for this. Green, move. Got a little bit of hair there at the neck, so I'm going to rinse it off a little. Green, move. Alright, so we're ready to gut it now. Take and split it nice and carefully. Make sure you don't cut any of the guts. Make sure you don't split that gut open. It'll stink. And it can taint your meat. Alright. So now I got 2 fingers in there. I'm going to put that blade right in between them. And with my fingers, I know I'm keeping the guts out of the way. And I can go all the way up to in between legs. Now we're going to turn around. We're going to come down. Alright. Right all the way to the rib cage. There's the breastbone. Okay. So now you're inside here. You look out and you want to try. It's not full right now, but there's a pea sac in there. That's their bladder. You want to make sure that you don't poke that. That will also taint your meat. One of the first things you want to do, cut that bladder out. That way there's no question that you're going to get that on your meat. Now I have it to where I can pull that intestine through where I left it at the tail. And then, now we can cut the guts out. Be careful as to not cut your inner loins. Here's something I can do to help you guys see. I'm going to cut some of this flank off. Alright. So now you guys can kind of see a little bit better. Guts are hanging. As you notice, gravity is going to do the work for me. And all we got to do is trim. Get to the gut liner, like separates the guts from the lungs. Just keep going down. That bucket's there. Alright. Careful on the inside for sharp bones from getting shot. go ahead and cut this gut loose. And then all we'll have to deal with is the lungs, the throat, and the heart. Here's a deer heart, which we save these in the cooler. So now that deer is gutted. I'm gonna turn you guys off for a little bit, and I gotta go inside and grab some more water. And when we come back out, we'll start quartering it out real quick. Hopefully we'll have enough light. Okay, so the deer is gutted, it's skinned, and now I'm going to quarter it out. And that's usually what goes in the cooler. And it's sent home. I clean it up more at home. Right now I'm down at the farm, so I'm losing my light fast, so I'm going to try to get through this fairly quickly. And kind of show you guys how to do it. Alright, so while I got the deer up high right now, I'm going to take the front legs off. What's crazy about these front legs, they're only held on by a few tendons and muscle. So all you need to do is come in behind them, and you'll find the line. You'll see where the shoulder blade is. You can move it a little bit and see. And you just follow that muscle and come down. Make sure you don't cut into, make sure you don't cut into your loins. They're running down the back. Front leg, how to make a really good roast. You have the shank, front shoulder. Really good roast, or you cut it for some flat iron steaks. This will probably be a roast. Be a really tender roast. Alright, so other side. Same thing. Just cut in between the ribs and the front leg. Follow that around. Make sure you don't get into that loin. Separate it out. There's your two front shoulders. Alright. I'm going to drop this down a little bit now, so it's more manageable. There it is. Alright, so we got a little bit of fat to clean up here on the inner loins. I'll just kind of pull it away, just make it where I can see the inner loins better right now. This is one of the most tender pieces of deer, so you don't want to mess it up and you don't want to forget it. So, kind of at an angle from the flank. And you're going to go on each side of the inside of the spine. these things, once you get them loose, especially this small of a deer, they'll just about rip out. If you're not careful. Rain gets me. So get my fingers up in behind them. Make sure I'm not ripping important parts of meat. Right on up. Inner loin, pretty small, but that's gonna be one heck of a piece of meat right there. One tender piece of meat. All right, same thing down the side. Careful with that so you don't ruin it. Done. Up here. Alright, there's 2 inner lines. Clean up a little bit more of the fat. Alright. I'm going to take this leg meat. This makes for some good grind. Now, I normally wouldn't say ribs, but I've been seeing a lot of people doing rib recipes. I'd like to do them, so we're going to try to get that first. Let me pull these back loins out. So, both sides of the spine. And just run down. You'll feel the bones that you're hitting with your knife blade. Run down the side. Okay. Right in front of the back leg. Come in and across. Once you get these started, it's just a matter of working a little bit of the knife and you can get them killed right out. Not as good left-handed here. Let me try this. No. All right, there's one loin. Oh man, it's chilly. Okay. start on the other side. Second line. Like I said, we'll do all the cleaning up when we get back to town at home. Alright, so from here, that's where it got shot, so I can get rid of that. From here, there's still some neck meat. Sometimes you can do roast on this one. That might be what I'm doing, to be honest. Or you strip the meat off, that's what we'll do. That's what I have time for. So you can cut down each side. And you can just about fillet this meat right off the neck. One piece, one side. Sounds almost like there's some late shooting going on. Both sides of the neck. Alright. So I'm going to take the ribs. From where I shot down, I'm going to try and use those on something. There you go, Ray. Alright, so we'll just go straight down the side. Who's this cold? This deer already cooled off. Alright. My hands are starting to work. Alright, here's one rib set. Let's get the other. Two ribs. Alright, as you see, I got the spine left right now. I'm gonna come in here for the back legs. Sometimes you can bend it and break it out. I don't think I'm gonna get to right now. Alright. And then there's the spine. Clean the meat. Got the esophagus to it. Oh, from here you can't split cut. You gotta get around the pelvic bone, but honestly, this small of a deer and it's getting dark. I'm gonna throw both back legs in the cooler and we're gonna go home and we're gonna do that at home. So that was everything for this deer. The only thing left, like I said, to quarter it out is to pull these two back legs apart. You seen the way that I clean deer. A lot of the times, a lot of my trimmings will go for grinding meat. Most of this deer, like I said, is going to get cut up for steaks and my whole muscle meat, because I will not have anything after this unless I can shoot a deer during bow season. We'll see. So I hope it's not getting too dark. This might come out, this might not. We'll see. I hope it does. Another thing I want to mention, wherever that meat goes, keep the tag with it. Make sure you're tagged. Make sure you have it. You don't want to get stopped and not have that and have them questioning where you got this deer and how you got it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I didn't get it on video shooting the deer. I really wish I would have. This did not go the way it was planned, but thankfully I got something to take home. So, appreciate you all watching. Hope you all have had a better season than I have, and we're coming up on Christmas. And don't forget to get entered into the giveaway if you haven't already. I think we're just over like 20 people, and we're going to be drawn for the giveaway. I think it's on Friday, Christmas Eve. So, it's coming up real soon. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you later.